Everyone, welcome back to Those Fake Nerds. I'm your host, Brian, and of course, the biggest news story of the day, thing that you've probably watched other videos on, but hopefully you don't mind me talking about it as well. The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. We finally have so much information about everything that's happening with Nintendo Switch 2, and I mean, let's jump into it as we go over everything that we learned today. So, while we do this, I'll just have the direct playing in the background. Hopefully, that adds a little bit of a visual element and doesn't get me copyright claimed. Though if it does, fair. Pretty fair. But yeah, so Switch 2 launching June 5th, 2025. It is going to retail for $449. It has the same thickness as the Switch 1, though a bigger screen. The screen is 1080p and is up to 120 frames per second. It has LCS and HDR support. There's new Joy-Cons. They connect magnetically to the Switch. The Joy-Con 2 controllers are bigger than the Joy-Con 1s, and they can be used as a mouse. They have a built-in mic. There's a new stand on the Switch. It looks sturdier than the Switch 1. There's USB ports on the top and the bottom. And it has 256 gigs of internal storage. It has compatible games that can be played in 4K while you have it docked. The dock has a fan to keep the console cool. And Switch games are backwards compatible. The Joy-Con 2 specifically has a new button called the C button. This enables game chat. There's a mic built into the system, and you can share your game screen. The C button is used to control the chat, whether you want to mute it or just keep, talking. There's a video camera accessory that's going to be sold for the Switch, and some games like Mario Party will use your camera feed in place of the character pictures. And this really feels like a Switch exclusive, I guess, replacement for Discord. Will it be as good as Discord? We'll see, but, simpler for Switch users to use for sure. So, with that game share function, it allows you to play one game on multiple consoles, and you can play with up to 3 other Switches at a time, and it will have online play enabled with the Switch 2 systems. So, also, this is only going to be compatible with microSD express cards, and you can transfer your system's data from the Switch to the Switch 2 pretty easily, it seems. There's also a new Pro controller, which will have all similar, the new C button, and it'll be like the older controllers with some extra buttons as well. They really wanted to spotlight Mario Kart World, which is a Switch 2 exclusive. It's going to retail for $80, which is pretty expensive, especially for a Nintendo game. They don't usually put stuff on sale. Maybe they will more, and maybe digital they do more, but retail they never do. But expect all games to be $80 now that Nintendo, of all companies, have taken this next step. Anyways, so Mario Kart World will have dynamic weather. You can drive off of the racetrack. There'll be 24 drivers in each race. There's going to be a new game mode called Knockout Tour, which is going on all the maps, and if you finish in a place that's below the cutoff, you get out of it, and it's last person standing. It's going to launch the same day as Switch 2. There's also an upgraded version of Mario Party Jamboree coming out, with new exclusive to the Switch 2 games, and you can also upgrade your existing copy of Mario Jamboree for less of a price. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have upgraded editions, and you can share your creations in those games through the Zelda Notes app. There's going to be a new Kirby game called Kirby and the Forgotten Land Upgraded Edition with a new story. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is going to be on the Switch 2 as well as the regular Switch. Pokemon Legends ZA will have a Switch and a Switch 2 edition, with the Switch 2 edition having some upgrades. There's a new game called Drag and Drive. It looks like it's kind of similar to Rocket League, but you use the Joy-Cons to move your character who's in a wheelchair, and you shoot a basketball instead of scoring goals. There's some developer partner games. There are a lot. I probably didn't even get all of them. They're coming fast and furious throughout the Direct, but these include Elden Ring, Hades 2, Street Fighter, Demon Machine, Split Fiction, EA Sports FC, Madden, Hogwarts Legacy, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, Hitman World of Assassination, Project 007, Bravely Default Flying Fairies, Yakuza 0, Deltarune, Borderlands 4, Civilization 7, WWE 2K franchise, NBA 2K franchise, Dodge Roll, Final Fantasy VII, Cyberpunk 2077, Kinnitsu Gami, Hollow Knight, Story of the Seasons, Goodnight Universe, 2 Point Museum, Wild Heart S, Witchbrook, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2025, Rune Factory, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, Star Wars Outlaws, Fast Fusion, Shadow Labyrinth, Raydu Remastered, Reanimal, Fortnite, Arcade Archives 2, Tamagotchi Plaza, Human Fall Flat 2, and the big one, the Dusk Bloods. It seems to be a spiritual successor to Bloodborne, and it is an exclusive from FromSoft to the Nintendo Switch 2. If you're a fan of the Bloodborne franchise, how do you feel about this being exclusive on Nintendo Switch 2? Very interesting decision there from Sony and FromSoft. We got a new Hyrule Warriors game called Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment that's going to lead into Tears of the Kingdom, much like Hyrule Warriors led into Breath of the Wild. And then this one's most exciting for me. Nintendo GameCube Classic will be coming to the Switch 2. People have been asking for it. They featured Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, F-Zero GX, but they also showed some other games there. Then another new Kirby game called Kirby Air Riders. Not a lot of information there. Could be a kart racer or just the riding the vehicles is a big part of it. Then they closed out with Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is a new Donkey Kong game. It looks very fun. So yeah, that is the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. It's coming out June 5th, 2025. After going through it all, what do you think about it? I think I'm pretty excited. The price is a little pricey, but it's to be expected these days with everything going up so much in price. So, are you thinking about picking up a Switch 2 at launch? If you can, do you expect it to be a huge hit in the same way that the Switch 1 was? And by proxy, will it be difficult to buy? I think probably yes, but I'd love to know your thoughts about that in the comments. Let me know. And until next time, thank you so much for checking out this channel. Make sure you check out the main channel, Wicked Everything, and our other channels, Wicked Good Sports, where we cover sports, and our podcast channel, Better Radio. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Brian. I'm a fake nerd, but this has been some real news. We will see you in the next one.